In my head, there happens to be a sort of mental list of Transformers that I would pay any price to get. I call it the Deathsaurus list because, well, I won't tell you why, that's a secret. In that list, there were two figures that I thought I'd never see. G2 Mirage and Cloudcover. Are these two not the most gorgeous decos you have ever seen? Somebody call Miami and let them know that their robots escaped and took all the cocaine with them. Seriously, Mirage here genuinely has an alligator tampoed on him. All he needs to complete the look is a Florida license plate. It's funny that Crocodile Rock Mirage here is the first time I've handled this mold, considering it's been around since 2019. Out of the molds that were a Cybertronian mode retooled into an Earth mode, this one seems like it's fared pretty well, and I like it a decent amount. I love that he matches the only cup I ever drink out of, and I'm also a fan of how much gray and silver are incorporated into him. It doesn't really diminish how much neon there is, because, well, that's an impossible task, but it does break it up a bit. I think it's a bit odd they went with the Toon head instead of the toy head, considering this was based off of an unused toy concept art, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. Also, odd to note that the color scheme on Mirage is somewhat different to the render shown on the back of the box. The main difference is that the feet are pink on the actual figure instead of silver. And Cloudcover, oh boy, Cloudcover. I have a lot of Seekers because I love them, and this is easily my favorite color-wise. He's just so light and easy-breezy looking, I love it. As I've expressed before, my favorite Transformers are random C-tier baddies, but this guy is way lower than that. He's like Mariana Trench levels low because up until this release, he didn't even officially have a name. For years, this deco was known as just an unreleased blue ramjet. But now, he's his own thing, and I'm so happy for him. Oh, and also happy for me, because I own him, and you don't. I love his little pops of yellow and black on his intakes and his toes. It does so much to bring so much fun energy to him. Similar, again, to Mirage, the head sculpt slightly irks me. It's weird that they used the opera head sculpt for this release. I would have loved a big stupid grin, or even just the normal slightly frown face, but it's alright. It is certainly no deal breaker, let me tell you that. Hasbro could have given this guy Megatron's head sculpt and made him non-transformable, and I would have still bought him. Mirage comes with a silver rifle and a rocket launcher. Cloudcover has the standard Seeker null ray affair. Transformations are pretty fun on both of them. Mirage's was fun to figure out, and Cloudcover's is an all-timer. So clunky and heavy in the right way, he fits so snugly together in the end. Mirage doesn't seem to want to cinch together that well in vehicle mode, but it doesn't annoy me that much because...
Relax, I'm Mirage, remember?
It's also probably because I've transformed him wrong, but I'm very stubborn about my no instructions policy. In this mode, those beautiful alligator scales are much more visible, and the heads are still very silly looking. I love him so much. I know some people dislike this mold because it has a faux chest that doesn't actually become the front of the car, but I'm fine with that. The actual chest and front need to have such wildly different proportions that it makes sense to do it this way. I'm just glad to have another ridiculously colored Transformer race car. He's going to go right on the shelf next to the Stunicons like an honorary 6th member. Cloudcover is amazing, like every use of the Earthrise Seeker mold is. This is where the deco really all comes together to give him that ridiculous cloud camouflage that would only work on the brightest, sunniest summer day. I love the big black jets breaking up the color scheme, but it seems like a missed opportunity that there's no ports in them for a blast effect. I'd love to get him in on some of that Team Cloudcover blasting off again action, but he's not for it. He unfortunately does have some chips in the paint on his nose cone and some ugly scratches there as well. Looks like Freddy Krueger been up in here or something.
Oh no, man. Freddy Krueger had 4 blades, man. That's only 3. That's Wolverine. Right? That's Wolverine.
That's very funny.
I am directly below the enemy scrotum.
But that's all forgettable just because I could picture this guy blasting through the blue Miami sky and it fixes all the problems in my brain. Whenever I see these two, it causes an instant dopamine rush. These two have been a constant presence on my desk since I got them because whenever I see them, I have to smile. On another note, here's a random statistic that's been shown to make more people subscribe to me. Here's another statistic that is not important, but it shows that I have a very balanced audience.